Okay, so I'm pretty sure we all know the difference between the kinky straight hair in its natural state versus when you press it out with the hot comb. It's still very thick and full. It didn't lose any of its volume or anything. It's just a little bit more tamed. But there's nothing wrong with this look either. I never leave these wigs in their natural state. I always do something to it. And even now, I'm not even sure how I'm gonna style this particular unit today, but I'm going to straighten the side off camera. But this is from BGMgirl Hair. If you guys remember my last video that I did for them, I said this was the last time I tried them was my first time trying them, so this is my second unit from them. The first wig that I tried, absolutely loved it. The videos on TikTok, it low-key went viral when I did the fall hair color. That hair took to bleach very well. It did everything that I needed it to do, and I was not disappointed by it. That was the straight unit. This is their Yaki straight hair. So this is a closure wig, of course, wear and go wig. Everything's done for you. The hairline's already plucked, the lace is already cut, and they already bleached the knots. So this is a 4x6 cap construction. So it's 6 inches across and 4 inches back. But honestly, you guys, that looks a little bit longer than a 4-inch, so I'm not really even mad at that. I love closure wigs, so it really doesn't matter what variation I get it in. Although I don't think I will ever get a 2x6 or 2x6 closure wig. I don't think I'd ever get that. Anyways, if you're not new to my channel, then you know we love glueless wigs over here, and that is exactly what this is. It's HD lace. The density on it is 108% density, which is super, super full. I always say in these textures, you could even get away with going down in density if they offer it, like 150, 130. I think I've gotten those 2 densities in this hair texture before from different hair companies, and it's completely fine. It doesn't really matter what density you get this hair in. It's going to look thick regardless. I just wouldn't get it in too high of a density unless you really want all that hair on your head. So obviously the closure stops right here with just a close-up on the hairline. I have done nothing to it but just put my lace tint on it, and that was it. That's all we needed to do. So I'm going to come back in a second after I finish straightening this side. Okay, so I just have the hair in a simple side part. I might change that towards the end. So yeah, anyway, I'm just going to give you guys the details. So this hair is, like I mentioned, from BGMgirl Hair. This is their pre-bleached kinky straight wear and go glueless wig, and it truly is glueless. I didn't apply any product to it. You guys know how I'm doing it, or if you're not familiar, when I get these wear and go wigs, I'm not altering them in any way, shape, or form, because I want you guys to know what you're getting when you order from these companies and what it looks like straight out of the box. Find that when you get any of this wigs, you want to go in and maybe pluck it a little bit more, or cut off any excess lace, or layer it, or do whatever you want to do to it. You definitely can. I just want to make sure to show you guys straight out of the package what these wigs are coming and looking like. So I have it in 180% density. This is HD lace, and then I also have it in 26 inches, in which it is definitely true to length. You guys, this hair is so soft. Usually this texture is, I can't really say it's ever been like hard or anything. It's just super soft and flowy, and that is, of course, one of the things that I like about it. So again, it is 100% glueless. This is a true definition of a no work needed wig. You don't have to do anything but wash it, put it on, style it however you want to style it, or just leave it in its natural state. It's pretty low maintenance. There's really not much to say about this hair. I don't really get any tangling with this texture. I don't expect it to tangle. I did get some shedding, just very minimal shedding. What else? The ends of the hair look really good. I was thinking about giving this hair like a blunt cut, and it's not to say that there's anything wrong with the ends. I just kind of like that look of it all being like blunt at the end, so I might go in and do that. But the ends are nice and healthy. It's very full from the root all the way down to the tip. And usually, from my experience, this particular hair texture tends to be able to hold a curl. I will curl it towards the end, or at least put some type of heat to it to see if it will. But for the most part, typically this texture does, but all hair companies are not created equal, so I will, like I said, do that towards the end. The only thing I want to point out is these annoying flyaway hairs. Yes, they are there, and I know a lot of people don't mind flyaway hairs because they say it helps the wig look natural. I get that. I'm just letting you guys know who probably don't care too much for them that there are flyaway hairs. They're not a big deal. Take some hairspray, some mousse, something, and put them down. There are like maybe a couple that stood right back up, but Yeah, it's not unbearable, but there are definitely some flyaway hairs in there. I did notice it when it was in the original middle part that they sent it in, and then also as I started to part it to the side, then I found that a few more sprouted up. So just my first impression, so far so good. This is my second unit from this hair company, and I don't think that it will disappoint. I absolutely love the straight wig that I got from them the first time around. If you haven't seen that video, I will go ahead and link it down below in my description box so that you can check that out. What I like about this wig is that the hair texture is beautiful. Of course, that's by default. The lace is pretty good too, and they did a pretty good job at plucking it. I'm going to show you guys up close of what the hairline is looking like. To me, that's pretty natural. If you wanted to go in and do something extra to it, you could, but I'm just going to leave it as is. If you're new to this hair texture, some tips that I would give you if you're not familiar with it, if you want it to give like that silk press look, or for it to not be so kind of like full and natural looking like a blowout, you will need to put heat to it. I always use my Babyliss Pro flat iron on 450 degrees, so you're going to need to use whatever flat iron you have, literally on the highest setting. Consider doing the chase method with the comb as well, because that's going to help you get it straight. It will straighten very easily. Sometimes it's time consuming to go throughout the hair, but just take like medium sized sections, not too big, and then you will kind of, you know, calm down the fullness of the hair if you don't really want to wear it in its natural state. And then of course the link for this exact wig will be down below in my description box as well. And that is pretty much it. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, all kinky straight hair is not created equal, because I held the curling iron on there for a nice little minute and it didn't really do anything. So I'm not really going to take the time to go over my entire head if I know that it doesn't really do the best job at holding a curl. So there's your answer if you wanted to know. That's okay. It's not the end of the world because it doesn't curl.